oral presentation and the topic of my research paper, I will be discussing the effects of fast fashion. Fast fashion, according to Alex Crumby with The Ethical Consumer, is a low-quality apparel produced rapidly to follow current trends in the industry and is sold at rock-bottom prices. Examples of these brands are Shein, Temu, Fashion Nova, H&M, Zara, and many more. The fast fashion and apparel market is valued at $1.8 trillion in 2025, accounting for 1.6% of global gross domestic product, according to the uniform market. How fast fashion is created. Fast fashion creates articles of clothing at such a high production rate to follow trends, and it can be produced at a rapid rate. Fast fashion brands focus on manufacturing clothes at such How fast fashion is created. Fast fashion creates articles of clothing at such a high production rate to follow trends, and it can be produced at a rapid rate. Fast fashion brands focus on manufacturing clothes at such high volume, but it makes it hard to be disposed of. These companies use materials that can't be reused or recycled, so many of these clothes are barely worn, not reused, and are buried or burned. This causes extreme harm on our ozone layer and hurts our planet. How trends play effect. Trends have given fast fashion brands the ability to create and set style or preference in clothing. With there being various forms of social media, there has been a rise in fast fashion due to celebrity and influencer culture. Apps like TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube have really been an outlet for fast fashion brands to attract the consumer. These fast fashion brands are able to reach millions of people in one day. Fast fashion brands create this cycle of buying and quickly discarding. The effects of waste from fast fashion. Fast fashion creates rapid production of multiple articles of clothing at a time, which means that the quality is a lot cheaper, which makes it harder for the article of clothing to have a longer lifespan, and it makes it a lot less durable for the buyer. Many fast fashion brands are not able to create these pieces with good materials, which makes it hard to repurpose or recycle. One can donate a product, but donation centers can't take every piece of clothing in the world, so it must go somewhere, and it does, landfills, which creates a terrible situation for our planet. These various pieces of clothing are creating a horrible impact on our environment due to the immense number of pieces that end up in landfills. Effects on environment. Who knows how long it can take for these pieces to slowly break down, but it does release microplastics and chemicals into the environment, as well as various gases that go into the ozone layer. There has been evidence showing that fast fashion has created a significant impact on our environment. Earth.org states that the UN Environmental Program has said, this industry is the second biggest consumer of water and is responsible for about 10% of global carbon emissions. This is caused by the immense amount of clothes that are dumped into landfills each year. Even the way that these fast fashion clothes are made are the main drivers of global pollution. From dyeing, creating yarn, and even energy use, it has created an impact larger than we might think. The water, microplastics, and energy put into making even one article of clothing is creating an immense release of carbon emissions. Effects on employees. These companies are putting their employees in horrible conditions, creating work and putting them in positions that are very misleading and undesirable. These companies often focus more on the low prices and overproduction, which puts employees in poor working positions, creating overcrowded workspaces with bad working conditions, low pay, and long hours. Individuals that are employed for fast fashion companies are often forced to be working at least 16 hours a day. With that, these employees have few to no days off and are constantly made to meet production demand. The importance of sustainability. We can focus on sustainability and create change that protects our environment as well as other individuals, as well as supporting small businesses that use more sustainable materials to create clothing that a person can use for a longer amount of time. With supporting small businesses, the materials they use usually have lower environmental footprint and are being used because they are recyclable or biodegradable. Using materials like this helps reduce pollution and completely combats what fast fashion brands are doing. Buying more sustainable clothing options helps reduce the environmental impact that fast fashion has created. How we can help make a change. There are ways that we can try and contribute to a more sustainable planet, starting off by not partaking in fast fashion trends or doing our best to not buy into fast fashion. Being able to reduce our own carbon footprint can help make more energy sources and help reduce carbon emissions. Focusing on the importance of practicing environmental sustainability in fashion and more can help be what helps our planet. Fast fashion has and can continue to be a detrimental pollutant to our world. It has created the rapid growth of affordable and trendy clothes to consumers worldwide, but creates significant environmental issues. We can be the generation that helps create change. Being able to practice sustainable living is one of the most important ways that we can help our planet and protect it. We need to help create that small transformation, which over time can help make a positive impact on our planet. Spreading awareness of the negatives from fast fashion, whether that be excessive waste, labor exploitation, and severe environmental issues, is what needs to be promoted to reach the world.